All right, welcome back. It's 8:39, and we are joined this morning by Amy Garrick with Stepp and Rothwell Financial Planning.
She's here to prepare us for Giving Tuesday and how to prepare for the end of the month in general. Amy, there's a lot coming up in these next couple of months. We've got Thanksgiving, we've got Giving Tuesday, we've got Christmas. Everyone's thinking about money, money, money.
Right, exactly. So Giving Tuesday is always appropriately timed because this is the time of year that people start to think about giving to charities because it's year end. If you want to get a tax deduction, you need to make the contributions before the end of the year. It's also holiday time, so it's when it's on people's minds. So people give because they have causes that they care about. They want to give back to their community, and maybe they want to get financial benefits. And so there are lots of ways that you can give where it's a win-win for you and for the organization. I always tell people, if you have children, Abby, you have kids, get them involved in the giving plan, whether it may not be money, but giving toys and clothes that they're not using anymore, maybe earmarking allowance money. It's a great time to make a plan as a family and get the whole family involved.
Yeah.
That's a great point, yeah.
So there are lots of things that you can do. Cash, of course, you can give cash. You can give stock. People benefit by giving stock because if you have stock that's appreciated and you sell it, you'll pay tax on that appreciation. But if you give it to the charity, there is no appreciation. So they don't pay any tax on that appreciation. So that's a great way to give. You can also make contributions to a charitable foundation. So a charitable foundation is an organization that has several different charitable accounts. Some are managed by the donors or directed by the donors. It's called a donor advised fund. And people do that because you can put money into the donor advised fund and then direct the charities on where to give it, but you get a tax deduction at the time you put it into the charitable account. You may not know what organizations you want to support yet, so it can stay in that charitable account. So that's a really great way to give and get a tax deduction. We have community foundations here that have these types of accounts: the Greater Kansas City Community Foundation, the Truman Heartland Community Foundation, the Jewish Community Foundation. You can open accounts right here in your own backyard and get those deductions. You can also give property, your household goods. If you're driving to volunteer, you can deduct your mileage. But there are a couple of things that you have to make sure are in play. One, it has to be a qualified charity. So most churches qualify, most nonprofits qualify, but if you're in doubt, check with the organization and make sure that they are a qualified charity. The second thing that has to happen is you have to itemize your tax deductions. So the government has a set amount of deductions that you're allowed to take. If your deductions aren't more than that standard amount, then you get to take the standard deduction, so you win. But if they are more than that standard amount, then you can itemize. And so you have to itemize to be able to get the tax benefits for these charitable contributions. So talk to your accountant about that if you're in doubt. And then finally, if you're over 70 and a half and you have an individual retirement account, an IRA, you can make qualified charitable distributions, that's what it's called, from your IRA directly to the charity. The benefit is when you take money out of your IRA, it is included in taxable income. Well, this way it goes straight to the charity and you don't have to claim it as income.
Oh, okay.
So there are a lot of great things that you can do this time of year, but you have to get it done by the end of the year. And if you're giving stock, if you're making these distributions from your IRA, you have to make sure that you get it done before the end of the year. So now is the time to talk to your accountant, your financial advisor, your broker, whoever's helping you with this, so you can make sure you can get it done by the end of the year.
Get a plan.
Right. Put your plan together now.
Amy, thank you.